Once upon a time, there was a shopkeeper who had an art shop with much paint and canvases and pencils and everything that you would need to make art. And he had a parrot as well. And somehow he had trained this parrot to answer questions from customers while he was gone. Like, how much does the pencil cost? The pencil's $4.45, you know. And the parrot would welcome customers into the shop, say bye to them, and explain prices to them, and answer other customers that were common that the customers had. One day the shopkeeper left this parrot in his shop while he had to attend to some other affairs. And the parrot, being a parrot, just started flying around, and it knocked over a few buckets of paint and made a whole mess in the shop. So when the shopkeeper came back, he became furious. He was like, "You stupid parrot! Like, you messed up everything." And he slapped the parrot across the head. And after a few days, the parrot's hair on its head, started falling off, and then it became bald, and it wouldn't speak. And so the shopkeeper was like, "Oh no, like I really hope that I haven't messed up my most valuable asset, my parrot. It's not speaking, it's bald now, all the feathers fell off its head." He was feeling regretful of it. And then a monk, who had shaved off all of his hair for religious purposes, was walking by the shop. And so the parrot called out to him, "Ah! Did you make a mess in your shop too?" And this is a story that Rumi tells in his Mathnawi. And it's to indicate that there are human beings who are different from you, that you shouldn't assume other people's intentions because you think you have something similar. Just because you're bald, it doesn't mean that's the same reason that they're bald, And more specifically, that there are people who really do put their whole life's work into striving to making themselves better people and the world a better place. But people with their jealousies will oftentimes try to make them into just regular human beings. Just like, "Oh, see, look, he did this thing, so that means that he, is doing." They're reading their own vices into this person, And it's like, maybe someone is bald because they were slapped over the head, but who are we to assume that that is in fact the case?